There's a new sports team in town, and although some may think they're just young and small, the Sabercats are a force not to be messed with this year. But none of this would have been possible without their leader and coach.
Football was not just a sport for me. It was something that helped me through life. And, like I say, all through high school was pretty rough, but had my football coaches always helped me through. They told me, persevere, be tough. Well, we had a lot of young kids. I've seen them around the community. I've coached soccer a couple of years ago, and just a lot of kids I know in the community, and I felt there's a big need for football in the community. It was something missing, and I think it was football. And it gives the kids an outlet and another sport to participate, if they're not good on ice hockey, skates, or if they're not into soccer. So it gives everybody just another sport to play.
With 27 years of experience under his belt, Coach Deontay not only recognized the important skills taught in football, but he was also able to experience firsthand how beneficial it could be to young students.
Our whole philosophy, we have discipline, respect, perseverance, and leadership, and those are the things that we stress for our team. So we concentrate on those 4 pillars, and like I say, we're trying to build the life skills that it will carry on through their lives, not just on a football field, but they should carry on in life. Respect people off the field, perseverance when they become adults, don't give up. So, and these are the things I tell them, because growing up, football was very tough. And when I became an adult, everything else was pretty easy because I had it so tough in football.
The Williams Lake Sabercats minor football team is for young athletes anywhere from age 7 to 9. But despite their young age, the team has been improving in strides, learning new techniques every practice.
It's basically calling all the plays and handing out the ball and making sure it gets where it's supposed to be.
If Liam calls out Z reverse, then I would grab the ball like this and take it out and try to score a touchdown. My job is, if Liam calls 37, it's my job to get the ball and try to score a touchdown.
We don't have any more flower pickers. At the beginning of the year, we had a lot of kids picking flowers and playing in grass, and it's completely gone. They're focused, they're jumping where they're supposed to go, and as a team, as coaching, I always set my standards very high. I told them, hey, even though we're a first-year team, our goal is to win a conference championship and go on to win a provincial championship. We're not going to be complacent saying we're just going to win one game. We want to win the whole thing. And if you set your bars high, you're going to have something to strive and achieve for.
And that's just one of Coach Deontay's successful teaching techniques. In fact, the football lover had to develop some unique coaching skills that catered to our aspiring Joe Montanas or Peyton Mannings.
Coaching high school and college football, I have to change my verbiage around when I'm talking to the kids. So you can be a little bit more aggressive in high school, but with these little guys, you have to change everything around. Like, for instance, I had one of my little guys, Mr. Pitsos, he was running around, he's like, hey, if you keep running around, if I see you at Walmart, I'm gonna go over there and give you a big hug. And he's like, oh, I want you to do that. I'm like, okay, line up there. And so you have to really change it around and bring it down to their level where they can understand and still have fun, and where you're not too strict, but the discipline is there.
Very tough and firm, but he's also really good. When we first started doing football, he did a few foot games. Yeah, and when we play the plays, he always helps to correct me if I make a mistake. Yeah, he's a really good coach.
He's really good at coaching because he's been being a football coach for a long time.
But even with nearly 3 decades of experience, Coach Deontay never imagined he'd be helping his son follow his footsteps.
I tell you what, I didn't believe what my coaches told me, but it's very difficult to coach your own son. It's very difficult because your expectations are here, but you have to still bring it back and remind him, okay, he's just a kid. I know he knows a lot, but he's still just a kid. But it's fun and difficult at the same time.
He's awesome at the coaching, and if we get the plays wrong, then he helps us a lot.
Although starting up a brand new team has had its challenges and hurdles, Coach Deontay hopes everyone in the community can support the young athletes by attending the games and cheering them on. For Go Williams Lake, I'm Christina Jung.